Oh, hello everybody. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and welcome to today's live trading session. How are you doing? I know we normally have it by 3 p.m., but then because of CPI, we had to bring it closer, just like I said yesterday. All right, we'll take our time to go through the markets and also we'll be able to take some entries. Yeah, we're going to do some pending orders today. All right, so we're going to be doing some buy stops and sell stops. Good afternoon, Infinix Smart HD. Yeah, you can change your name so that at least I'll be able to call your name directly instead of calling your phone mic. All right. All right. So nice to have everybody. While we wait for others to join, would yeah, Mr. Albert. Good afternoon, sir. All right, so let's just get straight to business and um because we have a lot to cover within a short time. Today is of course today is CPI. I don't know how many of you are excited about CPI, but I am very much excited about CPI. It is actually it's going to be by God's grace, it's going to be one of those days that you go back excited that thank God I did this. All right. That is what we're going to actually expecting to have today. That is what we're expecting to have today. All right. And the if you've been following CPI, first of all, what is CPI? What is CPI? Um, we're just going to go through because I got a couple of questions on okay, what is exactly what the CPI is all about and how is it traded? All right, so I'm just going to start by explaining what CPI is, and then after which, then we can now talk about the entry positions and discuss a couple of other trades. Yes, the full meaning of CPI is Consumer Price Index, but then now this is it. Today is please, I'm just gonna stop your video. If your video is on, do well to stop it, but I think I've actually stopped it from here. All right. Okay, now one thing you should know about news generally. All right. I don't know. Someone actually asked me question even before I started up this meeting about what was it called? What my expectation about the CPI was actually going to be. And of course, if it comes out negative, what is it for? So I'm just going to start with that particular question. I hope he has joined. Then from there, we'll flow to the next one. Okay. Now, first of all, when you say news comes is coming out negative, that does not mean you cannot trade the news. All right. It only means that now one thing about forex market is that whether a news is negative or positive, you can make profit from it. So the only thing you do is that if it is negative, then sell the news, sell the instrument. But if it is positive, you will buy it. That is the only way. So when we say that a news came out negative, it means that the value of that particular instrument has decreased. All right, it has decreased. And if that is the case, when you sell it, you will make profit. But when a news comes out positive, it means that the value of that particular instrument has increased also. So if the value has increased, okay, thank you. If the value has increased, it means that if you also buy it, you make more profit. For example, now when you feel that the value of a car is going to increase, the best thing you do is for you to buy it at that time so that when the price finally increase, you will know that okay, the value of what you have is actually bigger. So even if you decide to sell it back for yourself, you make more profit. Why do you buy a land? Now, a lot of you have gone, especially for those of us in Lagos, a lot of us, a lot of persons have been buying lands around that Lekki Ekpe side and the rest of them when the Dangote refinery hasn't been commissioned. Why were you buying lands in those areas? Because you feel that the price, those areas are, the value is going to appreciate over time. It might not be immediately. It might not even be in the next 1 year. It might not even be in the next 2 years. But give yourself like 5 years, the value of that place is going to increase. Why? That's a projection that the value is going to increase. That is exactly the same thing as fundamental. That is how fundamental news work. That information you got there is exactly how the fundamental news work. So you feel that, oh, if I buy a land around here, And in the next 5 years, I'm going to make like ×2 of what I got it. Then you go ahead and venture into it and buy it, right? So that is the fundamental. The same way, if you feel that, oh, you already have a land around this area, um, but you heard something that it might actually, the value might start falling due to maybe something that just happened around that area, the value might start reducing. Then you can sell it immediately. All right, so that you will make a profit before it finally falls. But in the forex market, remember that it's a flow. It's a flow. So you buy it, you sell, so that as it's going down, your own value will be increasing. So that is how it works. You buy as the value is going down, you make more profit. The same way, sorry, you sell as the value is going down, you make more profit. But for the buy, you buy as the value is going up, you make more profit. So that is what you're looking out for. That is why, whether it's a positive news or a negative news, we are making our profit. Do you understand? All right, so great. Now, what is my own projection? Well, I wanted to buy and also wanted to sell. Anyone it does, I am making my profit. So in that situation, what kind of trade should I be taking? What kind of trade should I be taking? Well, today is not about Israel and Hamas war. We've actually discussed about this, but today is about CPI, Consumer Price Index, which is actually the measure of inflation in the US. Consumer Price Index actually measures the effect of inflation. Now, just like the name is Consumer Price Index, it actually measures the difference in the price of goods and services over the period of time. It measures the price difference of goods and services in a particular country. Price difference, I mean, what was the price of, let's say, rice last month compared to this month? So if the price has increased last month, I don't know how many of you actually tried buying rice. And that is in October. And I don't know how many of you have tried buying rice this month. Man, it's not funny. So the same thing, if the price has increased between from last month till this month, then you will discover that the price also what is it called? The CPI is going to be positive. Why? Because the price difference has increased. So it means that the higher the when CPI comes out positive, one 1,800 per rubber. Okay. Okay, all right, no problem. All right. Why does this sound so funny to me? Because I know I've had some. Let's not talk about it. Okay, now, okay, with that in mind, just imagine now if the instruments that are going to be affected by this CPI is all the dollar pairs and then gold, all dollar pairs and gold, then of course indices. So if the value of dollar, if the value of CPI comes out positive, what happens to dollar? Sorry, if the if CPI comes out positive, it means that dollar will gain strength. If CPI comes out positive, dollar would gain strength. But if CPI comes out negative, dollar will lose strength. And when dollar gains strength, what happens to indices? Indices also will lose strength. If dollar gains strength, indices will lose strength. So let's dive into it. Let's dive into it. So now, what are we going to be doing? For currency pairs, we're going to be trading currency pairs with 30 minutes time frame. Currency pairs is going to be traded on 30 minutes time frame. Hope you got that. Currency pairs, 30 minutes time frame. Then indices will be traded on 15 minutes time frame. Currencies, 30 minutes, indices, 15 minutes. Now let's dive into it. Dollar index, right? So okay, so for all right, let's take this one out. Now, okay, now so for dollar index, the entry position. Now, someone can always help us. A good Samaritan can always, because I can't be typing it while I'm trying to get the entries. All right. So someone can actually be, especially if you don't trade on these ones. Anyone you don't trade on, help others to type it. All right. You can always be this help us with that. Okay. Now, the entry position for the dollar index is 105.486. Now, this is not based on what is the direction, because it's about news. It's not about what the direction is looking like. It's not about the direction of the news. It's about the fundamental that we're expecting. All right. The trade might be on an uptrend, but at the end of the day, when the news come out, you discover that it's already giving you a sell. So let's see. 105.486. That is the entry position, 105.486. Then the TP is 105.587. 105.587. 105.587. Then for the sell is going to be at 105.191. Remember, it's on 30 minutes and this is on dollar index. 105.191, 105.191. And then the take profit is 105.064. 105.064. So that is my my take on this particular instrument. Now, if you take a look at oh, thank you very much. I have one of the best people in this place. Oh. All right, so great. Now let's go ahead. Now, if you take a look at Euro USD, actually Euro USD did a very massive buy this morning. Now, not just because dollar actually lost strength, but also because we had some news that actually came out from the GBP region that trickled down to the Euro zone. All right, so we are going to be using said, well, I'm using 30 minutes time frame. Now, remember, this is fundamental, okay? So in a way of trying to still reduce the differences between the price and our entry, so I have to use a lower what you call time frame. Remember, I told you that other fundamentals that are not very volatile use 15 minutes and 5 minutes. Remember, I said that. If you've been joining me, you probably would have heard, but I'm just saying that for the sake. But this particular one, since the news is a little bit more volatile, I don't want to use 1 hour time frame because 1 hour time frame is a bigger time frame. So I have to still reduce it by 30 minutes, which is using 30 minutes time frame is going to be a better deal for me on currency pairs. But then for indices that has a bigger spread and a bigger lot, I can actually, that has a bigger PIB value and more profitability, I can use a smaller time frame also. And it also actually helps you to know the exact position that the market is as at the time. Remember, we're trying to make the best out of the market using the news already. Couple of you have your videos turned on. Please do well to turn off your video. It's actually blocking my screen. All right. Okay, don't worry, I've gotten it fixed. Thank you. All right, so now let's go to Euro USD. So I said on Euro USD, also on 30 minutes time frame, and Euro USD has actually been doing some really good move today. So I'm just going to take advantage of it to that effect. So now for Euro USD, my entry position for a buy, I'm actually supporting more of a sell on these instruments. No doubt, I'm supporting a sell, but fine, let's still take up a pending order. Now, the entry is 1.07329. 1.07329. 1.07329. The TP is 1.07400. 1.07400. That is my entry position. That is my take profit for this instrument. 1.07400. 1.07400. Now let's take a look at the sell position. The sell is going to be at 1.07125. 1.07125. Then the TP is 1.07051. 1.07051. We're already far behind schedule, so we're just going to put in a little bit more effort and make it faster. Thank you very much, Mr. Uche. This actually means a lot. Thank you, and God bless you for this, what you're doing. All right. Now, how many of you remember this USD JPY yesterday? Remember that yesterday I told you that it is better you don't go in for a buy. Remember, because of it has actually gotten to a high the highest point. Now, sorry, Mrs. Uche, pardon me. My apologies. My apologies. Okay, so if you remember on this particular trend on USD I told you don't enter a buy because I'm actually expecting it to fall because this actually was the highest point it has gotten to. And I said that this fall is just going to be bringing in a further buy direction. Now, it has gathered enough momentum and it fell massively, even though it has almost covered up the sell. But then this was a save for us. Thank God that we did not enter any buy. Had it been, we have actually entered a sell, it would have made more profit, but it is better we didn't take up any trade on this particular instrument. But today, we are going to be taking in a pending order on it. We're going to be taking in a pending order on this particular instrument. So that being said, because of course we actually have more space to accommodate our trading. All right, so we're going to be just be taking on a trade from here back to the highest point, and then this one between this point all the way down, between this point and all the way down. So I'm actually expecting the sell to hit TP for us, but then let's go in for it. Okay, so for the buy position is going to be at price 151.769. 151.769. Sorry about that. The TP is going to be at 151.856. 151.856. 151.856. Now the sell position is going to be at 151.535. 151.535, and the TP is 151.425. 151.425. So that is that for USD JPY. USD JPY. And remember that we're back on a buy on this particular instrument, but that is going to be from tomorrow. For today, let's take advantage of the pending orders and be able to make profit. All right, so for USD CAD, also on 30 minutes, I believe everybody now knows the reason I'm using 30 minutes time frame now. All right. So we're just going to be taking off this particular instrument. We have a couple of positions that we can actually take. Now, first of all, before we do this, let's go to 1 hour time frame and see. All right, now let's take this one down a little bit. Perfect. I think here is better. And we can also use above this region. Then let's go to 30 minutes time frame and see where it is located on our chart. Well, it's not bad. So this is just to avoid any form of market to trigger and then go against your direction. So that's why we have to do what I did now. All right. I have to go to a bigger time frame to see if there is any resistance around where my entry position is, just to make sure that it doesn't get us stuck. I know this is fundamental, but it's better to avoid some kind of unnecessary explanations. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Well, some people just decided to write it down for you. All right, so and I guess they also want to take some position. So you should actually listen. So for USD CAD, this is USD CAD. USD CAD, USD CAD. The entry for USD CAD, is 1.38558. 1.38558. 1.38558. And the TP is 1.38702. 1.38702. 1.38702. That's the take profit. And for the sell position is going to be at price 1.38095. 1.38095. 1.38095. Then for the take profit for USD CAD is 1.37962. 1.37962. 1.37962. All right. Thank you very much. I'm just going to call the USD JPY just one last time. For USD JPY, the buy position is 151.769. 151.769. And the TP is going to be at 151.856. 151.856. Then the TP is at, the sell is 151.535. 151.535. And the TP is 151.425. 151.425. Okay, so I guess everyone now got it. Okay, so let's go to GBP USD. GBP USD is actually still going on a buy direction because the news that came out in the morning for this instrument actually came out positive, and it gave quite a good strength for this particular instrument. Well, that news actually made some persons some really good profit, but then the effect of the news has already worn out. So okay, so let's just go ahead with what's it called, with the pending order on it. All right. I believe some of you actually took advantage of that particular trade, and it's a good one. All right. So this is for GBP USD. For the lovers of GBP USD, please take note. The entry position is 1.23159. 14.63. Mrs. Uche, I really appreciate what you're doing. Thank you very much. And well done. All right. So I'll find a way to repay you on what you're doing. Okay. All right. So the entry position for GBP USD, is 1.23159. 1.23159. The TP is 1.23292. 1.23292. All right, 1.23292. Remember, you don't need to take all the trades. You don't have to take all the trades. Just pick the ones that you're comfortable with and then let the rest go. Then for the sell position on GBP USD is 1.22764. 1.22764. And then for the take profit is 1.22649. 1.22649. Okay, so let's quickly leave all that currency pairs and then jump into the heart of the trading. Okay, so let me just use, all right, the heart of the trading. Okay, so let's go straight to, remember I said for indices and gold, we will be using what? We're going to be using 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes time frame. And gold has actually given us a perfect entry on 15 minutes time frame. Look at it. It has been consolidating since morning within this range. All right, so we're just going to be using above this point and below this point. All right. Now, I would have actually loved to use here on gold. All right, I would have loved to use it, but then it's a little bit close to price. And if you go to 5 minutes time frame, trust me, it would have given you some really good listen. But let's not do that. Let's not do that. So let's go back on 15 minutes time frame and use this position. So we're going to be using this position for sell, and of course here for the buy. All right. So this is a better positioning for gold above. Now, just pick up the consolidation point out and then pick up above it. Above the sell and sorry, below the sell and above the buy is just a perfect position for gold for today. All right. So let's take the position. So for the buy, please take note. I know most of you actually love gold. So take note. 1949, 1949.96. 1949.96. That is the entry position for gold buy. This is the buy. Then the TP is 1952.82. 1952.82. 1952.82. That is a take profit for gold. Then Mrs. Suchi, after this class, please drop your number for me. Personal number, all right? Personally, send it to me privately. I want to give you a call after the meeting. All right. Now, okay, so for the sell is 1940, 1940.88. 1940.88. Then the TP is 1983. Sorry, 1938 is actually 1938.02. Let me call on the sell again. The sell is 1940.88, the sell, and the TP is 1938.02. All right. Yeah, perfect. That is it. That is it. That is it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is very correct. Now, let's go to US 30. US 30 actually started up today with a little bit of a sell, and then it pushed up a little bit, and then it's back to normal. But then let's still consider, let's just use plain chart using a candlestick formation. Well, I personally, I wouldn't give all this space. All right. So let me go to 5 minutes time frame and check something first. All right. So on 5 minutes time frame, I have a whole lot of space in between that I can actually trade this particular instrument. I have a whole space to trade these instruments. All right. So what I can actually do is that I can pick up. All right. So I can just pick up this point for a sell, and of course also pick up this region for a buy. Now you actually have a good opportunity to have all these things hit. But then let's go back to 15 minutes time frame. Now exactly this point. All right, this is exactly it. Even though it's a bit far from the current price, but I am actually expecting the market to move faster and to also to give us some good profit. I wouldn't want it to trigger any of your trade and then come down. That is why I'm giving you all the space that I can give you. All right, so now let's go to set up the TP. Let's just bring this one a little bit lower to give room for what we call all right, great. So to give room for what we call fake out. All right. So now the entry position for US 30, we just have 5 minutes. I hope everyone is setting up the trade, especially on the indices. For US 30, I have 34471. 34471. That is this, the buy. 34471. That is the buy. And the TP is 34512. 34512. 34512. All right. So the sell is at 34341, 34341, 34341, and the TP is 34306, 34306. Okay, so that is a take profit for the sell on US 30. But let me just call it again, just for the sake of it. The sell is 34341, 34341, and the TP is 34306, 34341, and 34306. Thank you very much. That is very correct. And let's get to we're almost at the finishing point. We're almost at the finishing line. So just stay with me. All right, just stay with me. We're almost at the finishing line. Stay with me and stay very closely. So for this instrument, I am just going to be taking up here. I will be picking up right here, and I'll be taking it below. I know there is a support here, but then I'm actually going to be overlooking the support, right? All right, and then I'll be picking up another one at this stop, and I'm going to be, yeah, this. Now, why did I overlook this support? Because if anything makes this instrument go below here, then we're going to be seeing it coming down to this next support, which is this other support here, rather than this one. So with that in this, you can actually go below it. We've already given out trades for currency pairs. I think you actually joined us late, but let's just finish up the one we're doing. We might actually go through it again. So for US 100, quickly, US 100, my entry position for US 100 is 15612.02. Or let's just take it up a little bit just to make room for any unforeseen events. All right, I think it's better now. Let me call a new entry for US 100 by 15613.09, 15613.09, 15613.09. Then the TP is 15638.59. 15638.59. That is a take profit for US 100 buy position. Then for the sell, we have 15557, 15557.28. That's the 555 actually. 15557.28. Then the take profit is 15534.10. 15534.10. Okay, so that is the take profit for the sell. Then finally, the king of all instruments, which of course with standing ovation, we always welcome this particular instrument. If you trade on US 2000, you should know what I'm talking about. This is one instrument that it can give you ×2 of every other instrument's profit in one trade. All right. So let's go straight to US 2000, and accord some respect to this brotherly here. All right, so for US 2000, I'm going in for 1717.2. That is 1717.2. That is my entry position for a buy. 1717.2. 1717.2. And the TP is 1720.4. 1720.4. That is a take profit for US 2000. And for the sell position, we've got 1706.0. 1706.0, and the TP is 1702.5. I'm just going to call the US 2000 again. So for buy, US 2000 is 1717.2, 1717.2, and the TP is 1720.4. 1720.4. Then for the sell is 1706.0, 1706.0, and the TP is 1702.5. 1702.5. All right, we just have a minute before 2:30. It's actually less than a minute. So let's take a deep breath and enter the trades that we've actually called out. And after the meeting, don't be in a haste to rush out, okay? Don't be in a haste to rush out because I've got some other things I wanted us to. Okay, so all right. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Who is with me? Who is with me? Who is with me? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Who is with me right now? Who is with me right now? Who is with me? Almost all the trades has taken profit. I told you that I was expecting, oh wow, this is it. Wow, this is it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. This is what we are. Who is with me right here? Who is with me right here? Who is with me right here? Come on. Whoa, US 2000 has taken profit, US 100 has taken profit, US 2000 has taken profit, every single thing, every single. Should we close already? Oh, wow, 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 wow. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations. Nobody is saying anything. Okay. Yeah, Madam Uche, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate what you did there. I appreciate what you did there. I appreciate what you did there. And I actually promise I'm gonna have one-on-one this session with you because of what you did. Okay, so that is a good one. 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 All right. Yeah, you can actually still go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead with a buy. Yeah, it's still going to go up. It is still going to go up. Yeah, it is still going to go up. All right. It is still going to go up. So if you still want to follow the buy, you have the opportunity to follow the buy. You have the opportunity to still follow the buy. All right. You have the opportunity. All right. Which of the one are you talking about? Which of the sales are you talking about? All right. So look at US 2000 taking profit, US 2000 US 100 has taken profit. US 30, you said US 30 picked up a sell. That is not, I don't accept that because, and look at gold. Somebody said gold picked up a sell. Are you serious? Gold is 1940.88. It never picked up any sell. With what I'm seeing here, it didn't even get to my, look at the charts. At least you can see my screen, all right? All right. Look at gold here. Look at gold. Look at gold. This is it. 1940.88. It never got any close to it. All right. I guess quite a number of you didn't pick up the entry positions, but the trades are still going up. GBP USD is still going up, and USD CAD is still going down. GBP USD is actually still going down. All right, so okay, for some of you, yeah, I think the only one that actually picked up a sell is Euro USD. Yeah, Euro USD picked up a sell, but first of all, don't be in a haste to close up the Euro USD. You can set up a stop loss. Don't close it, but set up a stop loss for Euro USD. For the sell, let it be at 1.08117. 1.08117. 1.08117. So that is, you can set up a stop loss there. I don't expect it to get to that point, but just in case, just set up a stop loss around there. All right. But then the rest actually did well. The red actually did well. All right. So it is still going up. All right. It is still going up. For the indices, we're still going to be seeing a further buy on them. All right. We're still going to be getting a further buy on them. All right. So we're still going to be seeing a further buy on them. Okay. So now, please, if your US 100 sell did not trigger, if your US 100 sell is not active yet, did never triggered, please can you identify? All right. If your US 100 didn't trigger sell, please can you identify? Or did everybody's US? Thank you. All right. So we're done with that one. Okay. So now let's go to US 30. Please, if your US 30 sell also did not trigger, please can I meet you? If your US 30 sell didn't trigger, please can I also meet you? Okay. So So how come people are saying their US 100 triggered, their US 30 triggered, and the rest of them? So I am just surprised. What was your entry position? This is real account. This is real account. This is real account. This is real account. So saying I should use real account. This is if you can check at least at the top of my screen, you will see my real account. All right. So I think we're not going to be trading on agro commodities today because we already have a lot of trades to take today. So all right, call your gold write in your gold entry position on the chart. Write in your, that's Mr. Babatunde. Write in your gold entry position for the sell on the chart. Let me take a look. Okay, and he is not writing. Okay, 1949 point. Look at everybody have a different entry position. 1949.96. But I said 1940 point. That is the entry position for buy, which has already taken profit. What are you talking about? That is the entry position for buy, and it has taken profit already. For sale, 1940.88. Thank you. That is the entry position for the sell. And the TP is 1983.02. And none of them got to that point. So what are we now talking about? Or if you had a trade that was running before, you can just make it. You can just tell me. Okay, so now the retracement is going to be starting, but is not yet on. So even though you're going to be seeing some retracement, it is not the main retracement you're looking for. That is not the main retracement. So don't be in a haste to rush out of your trade. All right. The retracement is not over. The push is not over yet. All right. So it's still going to buy a little bit further before any retracement. So don't rush and close up all your trades. No, the market is still going to push up a little bit before any retracement. So if you're looking out for the retracement has not started. The retracement has not started. All right. The retracement has not started yet. So the market is still going to push before the retracement finally starts. So for now, you can actually still hold on your trade. For GBP USD, it's still going to be going up. And for US AUD USD, it's still going to be going up a little bit. And then for USD CAD, it's still going to go down. USD also is still going to go down. All right. So for Euro USD, I told you you can actually set up a stop loss at 1.08117. All right. That is because of the sell that actually activated first before the buy. All right. So that is that for these ones. All right. So that is going to be calling it a day. And thank you everybody for joining us. US 2000 is still going all the way up. Yeah, US 2000 is still going up. So you can still join it. All right. Thank you for joining in for today. And I hope it was worthwhile. Thank you, everybody. And do have congratulations and have a lovely day.